sports. Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The LSU Tigers offense will get the first swing of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollock.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Coming after it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So Florida's offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right.
And that ball is picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. You reach this portion of the season, and games like this, top 5 showdown, can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, middle of the season, you kind of get in a lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing, and the new wear off a little bit. But when you got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right. And if you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games really start to matter. But this is a big one right here. Lots of implications on the line.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Dances away to buy time. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the keeper to make anything.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
The Gators will have it 1st and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he breaks into the open. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators! PAT unit on the field. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt, but this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on defense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You're the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top.
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Got room on the return. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Gators are flying down the field. Little touch pass to the receiver. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll ride his man on the option. Quick toss. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Florida! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of and get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
On second down, looking again to throw. Flips it out in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Tigers will hustle to the line. They keep attacking through the air. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Abrams. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. The Gators get the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Trying the left side. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The Gators line it up with a 1st and goal. Now on the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gators! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is hardly the start they dreamed of, down 21-3. But get a touchdown here, and you feel like you're back in it, Jesse.
Yeah, and it's frustrating for this offense as well because they've got the horses. They've got playmakers to light this scoreboard up, much more than the 3 points we're seeing here. I think you just got to stay true to yourself, do you, David, and know that the points are going to come.
Well, it's also frustrating when the defense is giving up points almost every single possession. So they need to...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. LSU quick to the line. Motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got great speed. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Crosses the 10. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Caught behind the line. It's Abrams. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the back. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Flagway. Makes the grab down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Abrams. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Shabera. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Trying to make magic with his feet. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you...
Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Running it back, it's Abrams. Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Finds the tight end. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He wants to throw. It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. Now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to...
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On third down, he drops the throw. Brings it in down the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Absolutely perfect. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute. And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Wide receiver shows motion. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Works the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Here we go with the run on 4th down. The Gators get it past the sticks.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
Here's the handoff. One-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
This defense obviously came into this game prepared for the quarterback run. Linebackers, DBs, they're keying on him and just waiting for him to pull that football, and you saw their ability to get hats to the ball quickly.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the... This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. He'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Movement here from the tight end. Power football with the run. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida.
Now on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. Touchdown, Gators! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra 1st down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He's looking to throw it. Quick strike complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's got an open man. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And I just love having a decisive quarterback. Like, give him options, but he makes a decision, sticks his foot in the ground, says, I'm going to get the 1st down, and he gets it.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. Stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You've powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over. They'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for room at the 30. Touchdown, Florida! And the stomping has commenced. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Florida, 42. LSU, 13.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
LSU Tigers will take over.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Wants to throw on 3rd. Quickly to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll throw it on first down. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for more room. He goes out of bounds, but he just about... What a return after the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right, a 41-yarder from the left hash. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's